So obviously we've all come out here today after learning our beautiful East Brisbane Bowls Club may be demolished.
This is about backbone, it's about community space, and it's about developers.
This place brings people together in a positive way. I just wanted to let the council know that it's important to us. We want it to stay.
Spaces like this are being squeezed out of the inner city. We are seeing places being developed by big property developers. We are seeing rents rise in areas that traditionally would have been accessed by arts communities and music communities.
This is part of a really broad pattern across the city where Brisbane City Council and in fact all levels of the political establishment continue to gaslight and manipulate artistic communities.
The councillor who represents this area now for Cooperoo, Fiona Cunningham, she is also the chair of the Parks Committee that is looking at doing this development. She was invited here today, so was the mayor, and they refused to come.
There's no other organisation that is supporting such diverse communities to put on events, to express ourselves, to safely experiment with all of our art forms. There's just nothing like it out there.
This is the only place in Brisbane that I know that is fully wheelchair accessible, and Backbone have put huge effort into making the place wheelchair accessible. It's the only place that I know of that I can actually access the stage and have full use of the stage. There's nowhere else in Brisbane like that.
Some of the refugees were released from the Kangaroo Point Detention Centre. There was a fundraiser and a welcoming event here to welcome those men into our community.
I'm one of the refugees that got released recently from KP.
I can't think of many places in Brisbane where an event like that would be able to happen at such short notice and have such a huge turnout of people who are connected to this space and connected to that movement.
I'm working here at Backbone casually for a few months, and I actually don't have any support from the government. It's the only way I can survive.
You can tell a lot about a government by what it will fund. And last year they funded wage subsidies and pandemic support and recession support, but who did they exclude? They excluded international students, casuals, universities, and they excluded the arts because they don't care.
And we all know through the COVID pandemic that we're all experiencing that art is so important for our well-being. Art is essential.
What audacity, what contempt they have for our community. That they would dare to say that this place is not valuable, that this is not a good use of land.
We love this place, so don't take it away.
We wouldn't have all the really super nice, shiny things we all love, like big festivals or big concerts and stuff, without organisations like Backbone training the people to actually make those wonderful, amazing, shiny things.
This is a really vital space, not just an art space, but a community space.
This has been a community, recreational and cultural space since 1905. Not many people realise that. 1905. So it has, this whole park, including this area, is heritage.
The LNP told us when they made this decision that they were relying on the first round of consultation. They won't release that information to the community. I have serious concerns and big questions about what is actually in that feedback.
I was here in 2014 when we rallied 50 metres away on the grounds of the Croquet Club, and we rallied to save this space. The council wanted to put up massive high-rises buildings on this space.
All they've got to do is get rid of this thing. That's the last thing standing in their way.
We are going to stop the bulldozers from coming into this park and knocking down our building.
We're all happy for the greens to be used, these bowling greens to be used, but keep the building.
We, as a community and as a city, need to get behind Backbone. We need to get behind the East Brisbane Bowls Club to retain these types of community spaces. They are so incredibly important.
We've seen this before, we'll see it again. If we do not draw a line in the sand, if we do not fight hard now, they will take this place.
It doesn't end here. This is actually the beginning.